Hiho! Hey guys, I'm Tangar and today we will talk about World of Warcraft and we would ask a question. Oh, who killed World of Warcraft? Because World of Warcraft already died, already dead, somebody shoot him in the head. Who is it? But at first I want to drink with you from this mug, cup or whatever. Please fill it with a beverage, let's drink together. Pause this video if you don't have a mug with you. So let's drink it. Are you ready? Yes! Your health. So guys, I was at the dacha recently. Dacha is Russian village house. Every Russian man has a dacha. So you could Google dacha, D-A-C-H-A. It's place outside of town when we rest, and I fish there, I gathered mushrooms, I swim, a lot of things just to rest. So we would continue our talk about online games. So let's start our analytic show, Game Mug. So guys, I want to begin from this graph. In this graph you could see number of subscriptions and as you see here in the last add-on, World of Warcraft has a very huge threat to die completely, because previously we had quite good number of players in World of Warcraft, like 10 million players, and in last add-on players go down very fast and furious. So what to do. But before we would analyze why players gone from World of Warcraft, let's talk from the beginning. Let's make small overview of events in World of Warcraft from the beginning. From 2005 I started to play from the beginning, and I can tell you some stories about this time. So vanilla, it's time when people went to the raids for 40 men and players didn't sleep all nights because they wanted to be martial in PvP. It was time when you have to prepare your character for raid. For 2 hours you have to gather ingredients for buffs for raids, and it was very hardcore but happy times for a lot of players. And you see number of players, it went really high up. It was like fury. So many players advised World of Warcraft to their friends, to their even parents, and friends of their friends advised it further. And so this was very fast gain of subscription from 0 to 7 millions. So at 7 millions population still growth, but as you see, Blizzard made their first add-on, Burning Crusade, and it was kind of nice add-on. I have it here, and maybe a lot of players remember this time when we first came out of Classic to a new continents, and it was interesting time with a lot of PvP, because previously in vanilla there was a lot of open world PvP near dungeons, but all players, they had their 60 level characters and that's it. So Burning Crusade, it was huge PvP time for open world when people who went from 60 to 70 levels, they fight a lot, and it was mad battles, and it was really interesting. So it was time, and you see that population from 8 millions it went till 11. It was kind of good result in my opinion, because 3 more millions of players growth in 2 years. It's good result. So next add-on was Wrath of the Lich King, and it was not good, not bad add-on, but it was very similar to Burning Crusade. Not much things implemented here. Heroics dungeons was quite good in this add-on and nice raids, but it was like the same for me. So I can't tell that it was something revolutionary. It was kind of the same as Burning Crusade. And you see, new people stopped to come to World of Warcraft. Why? Because it was the same as Burning Crusade, so a lot of players, they come to Wrath of the Lich King, they bought this add-on and they say, oh, it's the same thing. And to play the same thing for 5 years, it's too much, you see. And it wasn't vanilla, it was really, from Burning Crusade, it was another game. Vanilla, it's something special. So then we had Cataclysm at 2011, and Cataclysm was interesting add-on, good add-on, but it was the same as Wrath of the Lich King or Burning Crusade. Nothing new here, nothing new. And Blizzard, they thought, oh, what's going on? Players start to quit our game. So from 12 millions they went to 9 millions. And what we could do, asked Blizzard themselves. And answer is very simple. In their opinion, they have to make us to invite our friends to the game. And as we already invited a lot of friends to the game, no one left to invite, because a lot of people around us, they don't play games, but World of Warcraft, it's too complex game. It's what thought Blizzard. So they thought, oh, let's make World of Warcraft more simpler, more casual game. So even small dog would be able to play this game. So they start to make a lot of casual improvements. It's not really improvements. In my opinion, it's degradation, because when they take our talent system, which was pretty nice and it was really cool, measured from the beginning of the game, and they just cut 3/4 of this system, it's not improvement, it's degradation. And also they removed a lot of skills. They did a lot of things with this not raid finder, but a lot of casual things. So even raid finders, I think they started at the end of Cataclysm, as I remember. So they made a lot of casual things. So it's what they thought would make us invite our sisters, wives, I don't know, people who don't play games because it's too hard or it's too complex thing to play. So it was a big mistake of Blizzard, because when they made game casual, we players, existing players, we stopped to play this game. We stopped to play, and for us it was too simple, it was too boring, and these improvements, it was really rubbish. So I wouldn't recommend this game which I don't like, to another people. So it was a big mistake. They made game more casual, but it didn't make us to invite somebody. Yeah, so people, they don't recommend World of Warcraft as it was previously, because this game, it become too simple, too for all players, because all players, it's like 70%, maybe 80% of all population, and now I think it's even more, big percent, like 90. Not much players come to this game anymore, and it's because they made this game too simple. So let's continue our graph. After Cataclysm, as I said, they started to make some casual improvements, and Mist of Pandaria, it was pretty interesting add-on, as they advised it, as they said in an advertisement. They made their point that we would have a lot of things to do in this Mist of Pandaria, and also it was Asian style add-on. There are a lot of Asian players in World of Warcraft. So some people, they retro to this game, some people retro to look what is it, but soon everybody recognized that these casual improvements made game really silly and no way playable. So Blizzard, they understood it and they said, okay, we would make something new. We would make revolution. They said we would make revolution. We would create garnisons. Ta-da! Meet the garnisons. But as you see, it was fail. It was fail, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why this is big failure. So let me show you my character. It's my warrior. I have several characters. I have big family in World of Warcraft, and let me show you garnison. What is it? If you didn't play World of Warcraft, I think you could just join to any stream about World of Warcraft and you would see garnison. Why you would see garnison? Because everyone now sits in their garnisons. People do not go outside garnisons because they could do everything from here. And there is no players here. Beautiful sky, but no players. Because players recently in previous add-ons and always players meet with each other in towns and they had chat. They show their weapons and strength. And it was interesting, this you feel yourself like in real world with a lot of players. Now everybody sits in their garnisons and they making these stupid missions. Look, so you have a mission like in browser game, which you have some companions and you could send these companions to do some work. So you two clicks and you make something. So for example, to earn 45 gold, one click. Okay, so it was really stupid in my opinion to implement this. Why? Because now you have all resources or fish, anything. You could have it from Horizon because you have here mine and everything. You have everything in this place, and also auction house. So you do not need to go to the town to meet another character. And it's really stupid because it's boring. Guys, it's boring to do these very simple and stupid things, to send your companion somewhere, and you do not do it. Why? Because you would lose a lot of profit. So they made a lot of profit from these stupid clicks. In previous add-on, in Mist of Pandaria, we had these farms, but these farms, they made so little profit, so people do not bother to use it. So now everyone using Horizon because it's very rich place. So you could have only 3 characters to have everything in this game. So you do not need anything, and you do not need anyone. You can have all resources, all professions from 3 characters with this Horizon place. So it's really stupid. You can't interact with another world. You don't need to interact with another world. You always sit in this stupid place, and you always, if you would look at streams of another players who play World of Warcraft, you would see that 90% of time they sitting in this place and making these stupid missions. So it's really stupid and boring. It's boring. That's why people left this game, because you have to spend 30 minutes daily to use a lot of things in this Horizon, but you don't come to city anymore. You see this 1, 2, 3 people in this in city. It's like nothing, because previously we had it's prime time right now. A lot of players has to be, because all came from the work, and you see nothing, because nobody come to towns anymore, because players sitting in Horizon. So that's it. And another thing, it's another casual improvements. As I said, this talent system, it's just nothing. I want to drink. I don't want to drink to forget it. So guys, it's just nothing. It's so silly, it's so stupid to have such system. So we had really interesting system previously with a lot of options. Now it's just stupid for small dogs. I like dogs, but still, yeah. You see, skills, they removed like 20% or maybe 30% of warrior skills, for example, and 30% of druid skills from the game, and it's really stupid. It's very stupid thing. They made this game simple to make it more understandable for new players. But new players, where they would come? From where they would come? Because old players, they quit this game because of these improvements, and we wouldn't call anyone from our friends or family to play this game because it become boring. And this system with pets is just stupidest thing ever. So I know one man who likes these pets and he grinned a lot. He is spending hours of his time to collect these animals, but it's stupid. So what I could tell you, also this raid system with raid finder, now you don't have to go to dungeons, 5-person dungeons, 5 people dungeons. You go to raid directly after you ding 100 level. You don't need to wear any good clothes. You could gather everything from Horizon or whatever. So this game become very simple and it's not so interesting. So another problem, what I won't speak about another problems like balance or linear quests, and all quests they made around these horizons. So people who don't like horizons, they have no option to avoid it. So it's really stupid. So a lot of. So these professions, for example, crafting professions, they don't give you any bonuses anymore. So no point of them at all, because there is no point to be blacksmith or miner right now. And it was really nice feature to have some bonuses, and now this is gone because they just removed it from the game. Why? Why? So I have no idea who this stupid guy who did it. So no idea. So everyone here now, it's the same build characters with the same equipment, and it's really boring. It's just boring. That's why people, they don't have things in the game which make them play actually the game. So this game costs $15 per month. Is it right cost to spend on this game? What do you think? Okay, they made some steps to the free-to-play direction. They made these WoW tokens, so you could sell these tokens for gold. You buy it for real money and sell it for gold. So 1 month of gameplay cost 50,000. So I don't know. I don't think it could influence the population of the game or make it more interesting, this feature, because when I played 50,000, it was huge money, and now with this Horizon it gives you like 1,000 gold daily easily, and it's just very stupid thing. You know, a lot of you could make a lot of things in this game. Still, you have even this pets collection, or collect this toy box, craft heirlooms, collect a lot of tinky winky pinky panty things in this game, but they removed a lot of important stuff like open world PvP. Now it's just useless. You don't have to go open world because you have group finder. You have to push one button and you came to the dungeon, so you don't have to go manually, and it's just very casual, it's too casual to play even for casual. I am casual player and I always was casual. Not always, but a lot of time. When I was young, I was hardcore guy, but now I'm too old. So I'm casual guy, but it's too much because they removed a lot of my favorite skills, for example, from Warrior. Why? I can't understand. So what I can tell also, let me talk with you eye to eye. So guys, you know, now this game it's in trouble. Someone trying to kill this game. Who? I think managers, marketologs from, no, not marketologs because it's not marketing. Marketologs, they understand that population go down and they trying to improve something, to sell it. Now I think it's problem of bad management, because management, these guys, they receive salary even if they make some degradation features. If there are two ways. First way, to develop something new in the game, something interesting, and make it feature, or make another feature, and this feature is like make talents more simple. So it's destruction feature. So you could make creation feature or destruction feature, and now World of Warcraft is going to destruction way, to destruction road, and it's very sad. But I think they already understand it, and in new update they would return some stuff. For example, they would return some talents. They would give us flying, and they would make 5 people dungeons more valuable in gear. So they taking everything back. So it was like Diablo 3, when in Diablo 2 we had everything game. They made Diablo 3 and it was rubbish, and now they are remaking Diablo 3 to Diablo 2. So now we have the same in World of Warcraft. So what I could advise to Blizzard, I think they have to remake Horizon, to make Horizons like guild base. So let people meet with their guild mates in Horizons, but all free time, people have to be together in cities. So this game, you have to interact with the world, you have to interact with players. If everyone sits alone in Horizon, it's dead. It's boring, it's nothing. So guys, what do you think about it? Let's make some ideas. Please write your comments, your ideas about this game. And also, tomorrow, 6 August, Blizzard would announce their new add-on. So we would see, would they make good choice or bad choice, blue or red pill, we would see. So thank you very much, it was Tangar iGroglaz. See you.